Yes. In today's class, we'll be discussing how to write a film review. So, we all are people who watch movies, we critically analyze films, so we do all these. So, while coming to writing a film review, we have to keep certain points in mind. So, these are the things we'll be discussing in today's class. So, the first one, we'll see what a film review is. A film review, it is a short description of a film and it is written to give a description and evaluation of a film. We watch a movie or a film and we evaluate it. We give a description of the film to the readers. And while reading a film review, we know that it is someone's point of view, right? While watching a movie, several people they might have different points of view on the same film. So it is a person's, that is, it is a very subjective opinion, and it gives viewers someone's opinion and recommendation about whether or not they should watch a film. That is, while reading a movie review, we'll understand or we'll get a slight idea uh, of what the movie is about, or if we should watch the movie or not. And the film review, it is a popular way for critics to assess a film's overall quality as well. So critics use this as a method to analyze the overall quality of the film. To preparing to write the review. So before writing the review, you will have to do some preparation. So what are those? So while film reviews tend to be fairly short, that is the film reviews, it has to be short, approximately 600 to 1200 words, but they require a lot of preparation before you begin writing. So before you begin writing a film review, you'll have to keep certain things in your mind. And you may want to get a sense of the bodies of work by the director, writer, or individual actor. That is, before you write a review, it is better that you watch some other movies by the same director or the same themes, because when you write a movie review or the film review, it will give you a more broader understanding of the film. And writing a film review often requires multiple viewings of the film. That is, just by watching the film one time, you should not write a film review. You should watch it again. Watch it at least 2 or 3 times, because only then you will get a clear understanding of the movie. And now we'll move on to writing the film review. So, what all points you should have in your mind while writing a film review? The first one is introduction. That is, in the opening of your review, you have to provide some basic detail of the film. You can include the film's name. These are the most important points you'll have to include in an introduction. It must have the film's name. The year can be mentioned. The year of the year the movie was released. It can be mentioned. The director. It's another important factor. Who was the director should be mentioned, and we can mention the screenwriter and the major actors. That is, the cast of the film can also be mentioned in the first paragraph. That is the introduction. It is not necessary that you should finish it in a single paragraph, but rather you have to provide these details as the introduction of the film review. Plot. And while reading this or while writing a film review, we have to keep this in mind that you just have to write a summary. You should not give the whole detail of the film in a film review. Okay, so remember that many readers of film reviews have not yet seen the film. They might not have seen the film while reading your review. So provide them like some plot summary. You should only give a short summary, and you should keep it brief. You should keep it short and avoid specific details that would spoiling the viewing for others, so they might not have watched the movie. And you should keep this in mind while writing a film review. You should not mention everything in detail, but rather than that, give provide small details which makes them or which provides them information whether to watch or whether they should watch this movie or not. And now comes the description. While this plot summary will give the reader a general sense of what the film is about, and this description, it should be more detailed description of your particular cinematic experience watching the film. That is, what did you experience when watching the film? This should be given in the description, and your points of view on the film. And now comes the most important part, analysis. That is, in order to explain your impression of the film, you are writing a movie review, a film review. So, while writing this, you have to keep in mind that these people who read your review, they are going to watch the movie, or they are going to watch the film based on or keeping in mind your film review. Okay, so you should not just give them an overall summary or anything. Rather than, what did you feel while watching the film? What is your analysis of the film? This should be mentioned. So, in order to explain your impression of the film, you could consider like several aspects of the film. Formal techniques could be written, or the thematic content could be mentioned. So, in formal techniques, it includes cinematography, editing, mise en scène, lighting, diegetic and non-diegetic sound, genre, narrative. All these comes under formal techniques. Okay, listen to these words, take note of these words, and if you have any doubts, ask me. And then the thematic content, that is the history, race, gender, sexuality, class, or the environment, can also be mentioned in your film review, or while you write the analysis of the film review. Analysis part of the film review. Okay, and now we conclude, and in the conclusion or the evaluation part, the closing of your film review, it should remind the reader of your general thoughts and impressions of the film. So while you watch the film, what were the impressions you got? What are your general thoughts about the film? This should be mentioned in the conclusion, and you could also add this point whether you recommend the person to read the movie to watch the movie, or if you are not that much into the film, that is, if you didn't like the film, you could also mention that. That is both the positives and negatives of the film. While you watch the film, what did you find positive about the film, what did you didn't like about the film? Both these factors could be mentioned, and you should make sure to remind the reader of why the film is or is not worth seeing. So while you mention that the film, you like the film, or you should not watch this film. So if you like the film or if you didn't like the film, you have to mention why. So what is the reason? You tell this. So these are the factors you'll have to keep in mind while writing a film review. And this film review, it could be written in a formal or semi-formal style, and it depends on the intended readership. So who is the reader? Based on that, you'll have to write in a formal or semi-formal style, and it is usually written in the present tense. So these are the major factors you'll have to know about how to write a movie review, a film review. I hope it's clear. So please come with doubts. So thank you.